Hello everyone, this is Archana Shetty, and in this Smart Scaling series, I generally talk about people, products, and projects that make or break transformations. And today I'm going to talk about value innovation in AI using the blue ocean concept, so the blue ocean thinking. And to begin with, first let me explain what do I mean by what is a red ocean and a blue ocean. So in red oceans, companies are fighting for the same market. They're competing in the same crowded space, like shark in a sea that are chasing the same prey. So in a sense, because they're competing in the same crowded space and because there are so many players that are competing, the water turns red because of the intense bloody competition. In simple words, you're trying to win by beating others in an already crowded space. In contrast, a blue ocean idea is different. Instead of competing in the same space, you create a new space. You create a completely new space where there's little or no competition yet. And the water is blue because it is uncontested. In simple words, you're not fighting others or beating the competition. You're making the competition irrelevant by changing the game itself. So a quick way to comprehend this is red ocean is competing in the existing market, competing in a crowded space and beating the competition, whereas blue ocean is creating a new space, a new market segment, competing or rather making the competition irrelevant. And for AI specifically, what does this mean? So companies in a red ocean compete on the similar factors. For example, creating chatbots or virtual assistants, focusing on efficiency and cost cutting and all that stuff. But in contrast, companies in the blue ocean or a blue ocean approach would be using AI to create an entirely new segment or entirely new value innovation for your customers by creating new customer experiences, new products, new services, or even new business models that did not exist before. So instead of fighting harder in the crowded space, you're redesigning the market space or redesigning the rules entirely. So the question is not how do we deploy AI or AI agents faster. The real question we should be asking using the blue ocean concept is what problems has our industry completely ignored or failed to serve, and what problems can now AI be solving in this uncontested market space. So basically, you're not optimizing for the same old value chain, but you're using AI to unlock value for your customers or probably non-customers that the market has never served before. So the result is a strategy where competition becomes irrelevant, not because you're beating the competition, but because you're playing an entirely different game. So the big idea here is winners in the AI won't be those who deploy AI the fastest, but those who use AI to redefine the game they're playing or use AI to reimagine their entire playing field and change the business model. So I would argue the biggest competitor in today's world isn't another AI company. It is your imagination. It's your own imagination of your business model, of your workflows, of your processes. So using the blue ocean concepts, there are two main frameworks. One is called as the ERRC Grid, which is a 4-action framework that forces us to challenge the assumptions in our industry. For example, the first factor is eliminate, which is about things everyone does, but no one really values. R is reduce, which is about features that are overbuilt, but does not have a real impact on your customer. That is the first R. The second R is about raise. Raise is about raising the factors which will deliver value to your customers who were previously underserved. And C is about create. Create is about creating those factors which were completely or those value value innovation which the industry had completely ignored before or not offered before. And what makes this framework powerful is because it considers both the cost and the factors that drive value. E and R reduces the cost, whereas the other R and C, which is raise and create, increases the factors that drive value or creates value innovation for your customers. So in AI specifically, eliminate. Let's focus on eliminate. Eliminate raises the questions about what AI investments are you pouring into factors that customers don't actually value? Where are you putting money into factors that that doesn't create value for your customers? Think about it. Those factors could be eliminated. R is about reduce. So which AI capabilities are you overbuilding or over products have over features which really does not bring any added value or significant value for your customers? So those factors could be reduced. R is about, again, raising. So which underserved needs can your AI be used to deliver value? What are the underserved needs that can be served with AI? So that is the R. For example, real-time decision making. Are there any segments that your customers are that is not currently served or underserved? C is about create, which is about creating entirely new value using AI. So what new value can AI unlock that your industry has never offered before? What segments in your industry was historically ignored? So think about those factors that can create value, which the customer not even has asked or the industry has completely ignored. So this framework helps you make a strategic choice about where your AI investment should go, where AI investment should focus on, and where AI investment should not be really focused on. Now coming to the next framework is the 3 tiers of non-customers. Using this framework of blue ocean thinking, the strategic question shifts from how do we serve our customers better, which is the normal question we ask, to who could AI serve that no one has thought of before, or which is the underserved or not served segments that this AI can help serve. So the first tier is the reluctant adopters. First tier of customers is the reluctant adopters. These are users who are using AI reluctantly. They're not really happy, but they're using it reluctantly. But the moment they find a better competitor, a better product, a better service, a better company, they will immediately shift. So those are the reluctant customers. The second tier is about the refusing customers or the rejectors. These are customers, these are users who don't consciously use AI because of the fear or lack of information, ignorance, or because of the complexity. So those are the users who are rejecting your AI. The third tier and the important tier of customers is the unexplored or the untouched markets. So segments in your industry, like I said before, no one has really thought of serving, or your industry has largely ignored the underserved or the not served demographics, customer segments. So these are 2 powerful frameworks that you could use to adopt a blue ocean thinking and have value innovation for your AI products. Now I want to give you an example of a company that has used this blue ocean thinking magnificently. And one example that comes to my mind is Cursor. Cursor is a great example of blue ocean thinking. So the entire developer tools industry was locked in a blue oceans competing on the same factors, optimizing the development environment, focusing on productivity. Even GitHub Copilot entered that same ocean, essentially adding a AI layer to the existing framework or to the existing paradigm. You still have to write the code. It only auto-completes. So it was only optimizing, all the players were swimming in the red ocean. Cursor asked a fundamentally different question. Instead of asking how could I make a better developer tool for developers or making it a better developer tool, it started asking a question about how can I create a platform that could be my thinking partner, and how could I create a tool that is not just for developers. And that opened the door for the tier 3 customer segment or non-customers or the unexplored market space. And that segment includes the product managers, the non-developers, the founders, anyone who had permanently been out from the development space, who had been locked out of building software. So this opened the door for this entire new segment. And the result is that Cursor now not only beats the coding platforms, people love using Cursor. It made the competition irrelevant by redefining who the development environment is for. So that's the essence of a blue ocean. So if you're questioning how to truly differentiate, use these blue ocean frameworks that I just described, ERRC and the 3 tiers of non-customers, to create that offers a new lens to think, to decide, to act, and create new value and create new value spaces so that you can build a true value innovation using AI. And remember, the winners in this race, AI race, won't be the ones who would deploy AI tools the fastest, but those who use AI to redefine the game they're playing, or probably redefine the entire playing field, which means reimagining the workspaces, reimagining the workflows, reimagining the business models. So the biggest competitor today in the space of AI is not another AI company, but your own imagination. So feel free to reach out to me if you want to know more about how to apply the blue ocean concepts for your own AI products and services using blue ocean thinking. With this, signing off today. See you next time.